to my channel. Today, I am Calla Bean, and today we are coming back to do part 3 of Beacon Pines. As you can see, last time we come to another temporarily dead end because we couldn't escape from the treehouse because our weapon actually failed. So we went back to the other part of the story and managed to struggle and get free, which means we have Rolo back. So looking forward to finding out the rest of the story. It's been quite interesting so far, and we'll see how this then goes. Now we've got different options. So let us begin. Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies. Ah, you're such an active imagination, Rolo. No. Alien zombies? Good combination, but no. What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? Sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. So, oh dear, Rolo. You just... Yeah. I have no words for that. So, meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. Right, let's go make our deliveries for the day. Go speak to that. Ooh. Oh, you're down here. Is that the little bug bunny? Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They weren't missing when the festival preparations began. All the bugs are disappearing. Oh no! Something's got to be amok. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? I will try my very best. You can tell those jerks. Doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. Someone is very determined to stay and nap in that spot. All that for a napping spot. Right. Speak to you guys. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir to the Valentine fortune, had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes. That's the news of the day. but there was no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know change is dangerous. If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. Alright, Miss Bossy Pants. Shall we go see our little bat friend? Hey, Dawn. Dawn. Hey, Luca. What's up? They got you on job delivery, eh? Yup. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Carrot and Perennial Harvest, and the other is working for Hi-Rest Valentine. And the Valentines represent Beacon Pines past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Let's make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. Oh, you never know. Feel sorry for you, mate, having to deal with that. Ah, Last Chance Diner. Good name. Oh, can't talk to you either. Still studying, I see. And you guys are just chilling. Okay then. Can I go down here? Oh yeah.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Just the one. All the rest are fine. Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Ah, poor apple. Oh, sorry. Ah, no bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam. Yeah, those ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver leaned back, speaking loud enough for anyone to hear.
Ah, yes. The jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to
He
me.
reached forward and
Why are you
snapped up the
acting
jars
so
of jam,
dodgy?
giving Luca a little wink.
I shall put it on my store shelves post haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Yeah, because you ain't acting like dodgy. Don't know if she's hidden anything in those jams, but we'll see. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Don't need to whisper, mate. It is just jam. Oh. Okay. Apparently we're kicking the melon. That we're not supposed to be touching. But there you go. How do you keep the ice cream cold? We keep them on ice. Where'd you get the ice cream from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? You're just gonna go around in circles, mate. Look, Bert. Do you want some ice cream or not? No, I'm good. I just want to question you. Like you do.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Sharper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
That was done quickly. Okay then. That was unhelpful. It was indeed that little strange mini-movie. I guess we know a bit more about Valentine. Oh dear. Never underestimate what a great man can do given time.
A bit much, if you ask me.
Just a bit. Art indulgence. Huh. Must be linked to one of our options.
Jeff's hardware closed down about a year ago. The effects of the foul harvest stretched wide.
Foul harvest really did affect him quite badly then.
When there are no crops in the field, tractors don't need fixing.
That's very true. But you would have thought people still had cars to get out of this town. Shall we go talk to you again? Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse. The empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
Bees. You're talking about bees. But I guess it kind of does ring true in this story. The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. I guess, well, there's definitely someone in there. So yeah, it's a possibility. Hey Jace. Oh, hey Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Jace, no spoilers! Oh, sorry. My point is, you're gonna love it. Sigh. Alright, Jace, catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. Right, let's go talk to our friend at the drugstore. got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops these off herself. Yeah, well, mate, you got me today. I guess she's busy today. She probably don't want to see ya.
Luca handed the jam to Mr. Nuncreed, and he nestled it with both hands.
Well, I'll just have to finish this batch off quicker than normal. You tell her to go ahead and get started on my next order. You got it. Right, delivery completed. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to return this. Oh. Gotta get this jam delivered. I thought I did deliver it. Ah, Mrs. Fratelli. I forgot about her. Ah, and all the little charms that we've managed to collect. Did I even speak to you? Anger from the past, mistakes not made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear. Right, let's see if we can find this Mrs. Fratelli. She's not in the coffee shop and I didn't just go inside. No, okay. That's alright then. Let's see if we can find her. She wasn't down there. Hi. Do you think jam would make good bait? I guess it depends on what you're trying to catch. At this point, anything. Yeah, it probably doesn't help that you're like... fishing and toxic waste, that's the word. Heck, I don't think of the word for a minute then. Where is Mrs. Fratelli? Don't think we've seen her yet, have we? Okay, no, that's our father's grave. She's not in this direction. No, can't go that direction. Mrs. Fratelli, where are you? Are you in the town hall? No, you are not. How am I missing you? Bounce, 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 bounce. Did I miss you down here somewhere? I'm not gonna go view that movie again. Did we miss her somewhere? Oh no. Ah, Last Chance Diner. I was obviously having a moment. Shall we talk to you before we do our last delivery, Maya? If I could just be left alone, young Miss Van Horn. Young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure. Sorry to bother you. It's just that Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech at the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. Words. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. Ah, bless. Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to be mayor then. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Aw, poor mayor. No wonder he sounds so in the dumps all the time. Gotta go and live your dream, man. Right, make our final delivery now we've found where you are. Well, if it isn't my favourite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Just look at you.
She leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
What are you? Pinching my cheek. You're all skin and bones. Thanks, mate. I think I'm fine. Is your gran not feeding you? She is. It's just... I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out in the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute, running around in your little apron taking orders. Sigh, the whole situation just breaks my heart. It happened with Eleanor. Aww. I hope I don't actually break the picture, but aww, that's such a sad little face. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. Few things in this world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh yes, let's see here.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Looks like I'm your last delivery. I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see Juniper. You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. Alright, that saves me taking the basket back to gran then.
Luca squinted at the faded photo of him and his mom at the diner. Memories of that day came flooding back.
Ooh, we're gonna get another little memory. Oh, I'm so tiny and cute. Ah, I was gonna say I thought that was me belly sticking out, but it's not, it's an apron. Bless. Such a tiny little animal. I'm ready to help, Mama. Alright, little buckaroo. It's up to us to feed those folks while Mrs. Fratelli is away. I've got to deal with the inventory before I can start cooking. Do you think you can handle taking some orders in the meantime? Yes, Mama. Ooh, who needs orders? Who should we go to first? Let's go to our mayor. Aren't you a little young to be waiting tables? I'm just helping out. My father had me hustling when I was your age as well. Father always says, children are to be sails pulling a family ever forward. That doesn't sound very fun. No, it does not. There is plenty of time for fun. For instance, Father and I always make time to have lunch together once a month. Oh wow, once a month? I wouldn't class that as fun.
Luca glanced at the empty seat across from Gus.
Should I come back? Oh no. It turns out Father was too busy to have lunch today. I'll just go ahead and eat alone. Aw, that's sad, considering it's only like once a month. Oh. The silver lining is, without him around, I can have my usual. A nice stack of cold cuts topped with a pile of sloppy chili. Oh. Was that one? Is that chili? What is that? I don't know if that's chili or not. I might have got the order right, I might not have. We will soon find out. Here you are. Cold cuts with steaming hot chili on top. I call it the hot and cold. That's perfect, thank you. Ah, yeah, look at us go. Our first order correct. Gazooks, they've shrunk the wait staff.
Jeff slapped the table and gave Luca a toothy grin.
Comedian much. How's your pops doing? He's been pretty busy these days. I know the feeling. Tell him that fishing rod he ordered should be ready next week, will ya? Sure thing. I've been in the mood for something sweet. You got a burger that can satisfy a sweet tooth? A sweet burger? Yeah, and top it off with some grilled cactus. Grilled cactus. The heart wants what it wants. I guess sweets and a cactus. We've got that, strangely enough. So, sweets and cactus. I personally would not eat that burger myself, but whatever floats your boat, mate. Here you go. Here's your order. I call it the sweet and stabby. Yes! I definitely agree with that name. That is going to be very stabby to eat. And probably not very good for your teeth, so they're going to end up half missing. Ha! Now that's a burger with bite. Yes. It most certainly is. Hiya, Roxy. Luca? I'm helping. Wow. Hopefully your work ethic will rub off on Rolo. What can I get you? I'm not really feeling like a burger. How about a chicken sandwich with bacon on top? Coming right up. Chicken sandwich with bacon. Let's see, where is this chicken? There's the chicken. And there's the bacon. Although I'm guessing if we didn't find half of these, we wouldn't really be able to do the orders correctly, because they'd kind of be missing. So we must be on a roll with finding these charms. Here you go. I call it the Love Me Tenders. Nice. Look, Mom, we've just served all the customers and made burgers and like, ooh, when we're super young, 'cause that's how awesome we are. We're a good little worker. Looks like we're missing a few things. Why don't you run out and grab some more ingredients? Okay, I'll be back. Does that mean you're gonna stay here and serve the rest of the customers? Oh. And that's the end of the little thing. We did awesome and we served all our customers. Oh, there's not anything over here that we missed, is there? Little drinks cabinet, a little bin. No charms hiding in the bin. Nah, that's it, I think. Hey, you! Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple. Why? How old are you? 12? Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? Yes, let's follow our new friend. What just happened? Welp. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favourite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, what is your new little friend's
Beck
name?
locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Ilona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Ah, the ones that are going around travelling. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. What Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. We friended a friend. That's awesome. This calls for a celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him to, and he said he would love to. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Okay, we still managed to make friends. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome. I owe you one. My mums are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Oh yes, the one that we couldn't get into earlier. So we'll be able to go see Beck's place. Awesome. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by the big creepy gate. Don't be late. Or I'm back to square one on this whole friend grift. Great, see you there. Okay, so that is our next mission. Are we not going to meet Rolo then? Or is this lunch thing happening pretty quickly? Oh, hi. Good morning, Jeff. What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me. Come on now, it's not all that bad. The festival's coming up. Humph, the festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us? Well, it's Penarial Harvest putting on this one. And they're doing it for the whole town. As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new perennial harvest
Jeff dug
outfit
through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana. But those are both garbage. Exactly. Well said, Jeff. Well said. You obviously have a very low opinion of them all. And to be honest, after getting trapped in the treehouse with all the whatever they were, little creatures attacking us, yeah, it makes sense. So, who all lives in that house? Hyres and Gus Valentine grew up there, and Solomon moved in a few years back. The creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? Yeah, mate, it's a mansion. It's what they usually do. I bet a bunch of shady stuff happens there all the time in a place like that. Well, it does kind of look like one of them haunted, creepy places that quite possibly shady stuff does happen there a lot. So it wouldn't surprise me. Plus with a factory and all the chemical and the goop and the fun times. Party mansion. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring. Pretty much. What a waste. Yeah, it is a bit. My mum says it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. What happened back then? Sounds like something went completely and utterly wrong and changed the whole town. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Yeah, well, we're friends now. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Oh, sounds amazing. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Just nod your head. Nod, nod. Here goes nothing.
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town. Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love, couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
So, Luca, tell us a bit about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma, over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck, manners. It's alright. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mum's been missing for a few months now. Like, missing.
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally we'd have put more effort into
Ilona
dinner.
nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned it is your favourite. I'm sorry, are we just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca, this move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for
Beck
work.
gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
Well, he did ask you not to mention the work. Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead research of deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the
Luca
ground.
glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
Does that mean you guys have something to do with that crazy fertilizer factory that tried to kidnap me? What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best, and some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dreams. Oh. Oh, okay. I think someone's feeling a little bit sour about having to move. Ooh. A couple of issues possibly cropping up there. You swore you didn't.
Beck slammed her fist into the table.
Oh, poor Beck.
Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca. How about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo
Luca
soon.
glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Maybe there's a storm coming. Looks like there's a storm brewing. You took the words right out of my mouth, mate. I should get going. Oh, I didn't think there was any rain in that almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful
Luca
around here.
wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around.
Oh,
He
that's
knew
quite
Rolo
nice.
could be prickly around new people.
No, but we made a new friend. So,
But Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
ooh, so we'll give. As the clouds above began to. Yeah, we'll go with the storm. Rumble.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to rumble with ominous thunder.
You sure we can make it home before this storm
Luca
kicks off?
surveyed the roiling clouds.
I'd say the odds are good. Maybe you should stay here and I'll just make a break for it.
At that moment, the heavens opened up, unleashing torrential rain.
Oh god. Care to recalculate those odds? Hurry inside, you two, before you catch a cold. Luca, Nelly will keep trying to reach Gran on the phone. In the meantime, you two hold tight. Sorry, not much to do up here. Most of my stuff is still in the boxes. Mind if I poke around? Be my guest. Yes, I'll just poke around and look at all your interesting stuff.
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
Ah, is that what it is? I thought it was some kind of statue. This looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. Chewed that one for 47 days. Oh wow. That is a long time to be chewing a piece of gum.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
Ew, yuck. It's weird, I
Beck
know.
looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
It's fine, Beck. You'll fit in fine. We're all weird here. You think it's weird, don't you? A little. But weird can be cool. Weird is definitely cool now. Definitely. Oh wow! Rolo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mum and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted it with some state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. Just seems pretty awesome. She gets carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
I bet you can get all sorts of stations on this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. Around here it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Oh, pungent.
He
Lovely.
flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and Northern Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around her. Obviously, we need to be collecting all the charms we can from your bedroom. Oh, sorry. Was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. When they're really trying to feel good about themselves, they do both. So, you've moved a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having a brilliant parent. There's always a better job somewhere else. Ah, I'm guessing you've moved quite a lot then, going by that. Those flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's the sort of thing I would do if I cared. Fair enough. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you look cool doing it. Yep. You look cool doing it, so the hurting isn't too bad.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Aurelia can be pretty absent-minded sometimes. Yes, our dear friend Rolo. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care what you want? It didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold your grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. That's very true. So make friends and chat and let it all out. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Dad never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You've got to do something, anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know. Something. We're gonna register our complaints for the storm. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. But things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Ah! Every time something changes, everything gets worse. Screw this time. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mum? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Ah!
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
That's it, guys. Shout out into the stormy weather. I just want to be a normal
Beck
kid.
brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Feel better? Wow, I actually feel a little better. See, it's good to get it off your shoulders.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks, I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. That was a very, very quick storm. Shame it doesn't happen in real life. Yep, 5 minutes, the storm's over. Sorted. See you and Rolo at the festival. Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in. Chapter 5. Friendly Feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone.
Yeah, but we've got a new friend now. Can be from just me and Rolo to me, Rolo, and Beck.
Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend.
You can have more than one best friend. It's fine.
Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes.
Yes.
This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Exactly. Right, now we're gonna go see Rolo. Ooh, look
After the
how...
foul harvest destroyed their wealth and reputation, the Valentines shuttered off their estate from the rest of town.
Oh, okay, so that's another gate to the Valentines. That's alright then. We can't go that way yet. Yet. Oh, it's Dawn. Hey Dawn, tracking down the lead? You bet! I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar? How? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Hyres had to take on the child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo! So Hyres was forced to take care of him. Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumour has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Hyres treats him. Hyres. Poor Solomon. How did you find all this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Well done, Dawn. You are very useful with your information. Oh my god, glowy mushrooms! I'd better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Can't leave Rollo waiting. Little phone booth glowing. Didn't think he was working, but, well, you never know. It is quite dark. I'm surprised Gran isn't worried about where we are this time of night. Are you still reading your little book? I was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens! There is no time for fractured friendships. Is she reading a book that's practically our life? Okay, we gotta head straight to the treehouse. Ooh. Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit and it's getting late, so we all decided to. You all decided? Yes, sir. I was unaware that your job involved deciding things. We are all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Do you want to be the one to tell this town that we failed them? No. But we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got sleepy. Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir. We'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Oh, okay. Kind of feel sorry for him, but in a way I also don't feel sorry for him. Can't believe how many there are. Dilly-dallying. We'll just chill on this post. Still left like a big old mess. All the decorations on the floor, you would have thought they would have hung them up by now. Right. Ooh. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. I think Rollo might be a little pissed off that we took too long to get here. Come back, never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
Rollo is super pissed off. You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar! You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried. So I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. Doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she'd made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rolo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to Mission Control. It was going to be a surprise, but you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response.
Ah, guys, no, don't argue. You're supposed to be besties.
Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
Maybe you should go up there instead of shouting. Means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word. 'Cause that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want. And you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this. If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
Rolo's tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my pa's still
The
around.
words hung in the cold night air.
That was a bit too far, Rolo. Come on, man.
Rolo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
You crossed a massive line, mate.
But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rolo. Dang it! Oh, I feel sorry for him. Poor me. If Rolo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. I can't help it that, like, my dad passed away and my mum's disappeared. As if I had a choice in that.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Ah, a ball. Rolo. What a jerk. Called me a bad friend. Oh, I'm Rolo. Look at me and my amazing family that's still around. I'm obviously super annoyed. Rolo really hit a nerve. Kicky. Kick that ball. Take out all the anger. Ah, I didn't realise. Guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh, weep. Gonna go have a good old cry on my bed. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. Yes, just leave me a bowl of oatmeal right by the front door. Because that's like such a good idea. Go a bit cold and nasty, but you know. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone.
Oh, poor me. Oh, miserable and sad now.
He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Gran's gone and I'm all alone. Oh no. Upsy daisy, up we get. I bet Rollo's still going to the festival. Humph. Should I just carry on kicking the ball? Humph. He's gonna be miserable. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be miserable as well. Oop, stuck on the chair. Kick this ball because I'm so angry. Grr. Right, let us go downstairs. Oh, am I not going? Or am I just gonna sulk and stay in bed?
Luca dozed off again.
Luca, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Don't feel like confronting the situation, Gran. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Why is there a picture of a ball up there? Can't even get up there. Ooh. What did I knock down?
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume. Ah, so am I just going to be sitting and reading my book instead?
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art.
Awesome. Special book.
Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house.
Ah, why not at his own house?
Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often.
Quite possibly the last one I was going to say.
Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since.
Yeah, just leave it there and not really read it.
Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luca? Another little friend came to see ya. A girl named Beck Modwell. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rolo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table. Didn't even eat the first 2 meals yet. In case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luca stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
It's like I'm having some kind of psychic ability to predict the future.
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame.
Something big's gonna go down soon then.
Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gap. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luca's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder.
So Luca's having some kind of nightmare. Scary stuff.
His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path.
Or is that gonna be the ending of one of our choices that we make?
This is the end of one of your paths, son.
Ooh.
Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames.
Oh God. So that's going to possibly be one of our endings where the whole town's just going to burn down and it's going to be absolute chaos.
In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
Oh, hi, Gran. Not Mum, unfortunately. How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rolo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Pat, pat. Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not that... God, can't speak me words now. That it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No, he was just super angry and spur of the moment. But seriously, man, show your beans, Rolo. No, he was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate their friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Accept. Another charm to add to our collection. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. Don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rolo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
Yeah. Come on, he's gonna be your one and only, well, one of your closest best friends. Along with Bex, hopefully. So buy him a corn dog and apologise. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. Love you too. Tears in my eyes and everything.
Luca took a deep breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
Right, I will think we will leave this video here at chapter 6. With the festival today, it's going to be quite a good opportunity to use some of our charms for the turning points that are probably going to be coming. And we'll see how the whole Rolo angry situation goes, and obviously our new friend Bex. So with the possible endings of how the town's going to burn down, or well, who knows what other options there are, especially with crazy mad chemicals involved. But yes, I look forward to doing part 4 very soon. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And I will see you all in the next video.